After all these years of doing the inner work, healing old wounds, um, reconnecting with myself, discovering more and more about myself and about my upbringing and all that comes with doing the inner work, I've come to believe that healing is when you can accept yourself as being imperfectly perfect and that you're good enough in the present moment with wounds to receive love and acceptance. Healing is a self-esteem boosting process rather than it being like a striving for perfection process. I realize that you don't need to be clear of all your wounds in order to be healed or to experience healing. You growing past old ways of being or still carrying wounds but not having them affect you so much anymore, and you evolving is a sign that you're healing. But even if you are still triggered or you're still, you still operate from wounds time to time, you're still healing. And you don't have to reach a state where you're healed in order to be acceptable, worthy of love, or to feel good about yourself. You can feel good about yourself in the present moment. I think when we put healing on a pedestal and strive to reach this point, we can get really into this habit of becoming a perfectionist. We feel like, oh, we got to be perfect. We can never be triggered. We can't be reminded of our past at all, and be perfect. Or else I'm not good enough. You can still be doing the inner work. You can be doing the inner work and trying to heal, but from a place of wanting to be perfect or feeling not good enough. And be mindful of that, because if you're still operating from that place, you're not actually helping your growth. You're still attaching shame to yourself because you feel like unless you're at a certain point on your healing journey, you're not good enough. You're not good enough to experience wonderful things. You're not good enough to live a good life, to receive love and acceptance, for you to accept yourself. I've definitely been there where I've been so I would whip myself to heal because I didn't feel good enough. I didn't feel like I was at the right stage of healing. I thought I could do more and more and more. And I wasn't appreciating all the effort and energy I was pouring into myself or all the growth that I was actually experiencing because I thought I needed to be somewhere else that I wasn't. That's because I thought that if I reached this point in my healing journey, then I would finally be good enough to accept myself and to be accepted by other people. I don't even know who. So, really, when I came to that understanding of and seeing healing as, okay, it's like accepting that you're good enough in the now as you are with what you think maybe your flaws, or even places where you can still grow and evolve and you can still feel good about yourself. I think that's healing. And oftentimes we rush the healing process because we want to feel good about ourselves. But if we could be in the now and remember that you're good enough as you are, will we rush the healing process? I don't think so. I really don't think so. If you already knew that you were good enough as you are with all the wounds and all the ways of being that you think you need to change, you can take your time and relax the healing process and actually learn so much more and have fun in the process, get curious, get more out of this process. Discover more. And I think that would take you further than rushing out of feeling like you need to do so much work, that there's so many things that you need to change for you to one day be acceptable. You already are acceptable just as you are. And healing doesn't need to take from your self-esteem. It actually should be a process where you're adding to your self-esteem and that it's making you feel better about yourself. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say.